I know it looks like I'm just spinning a clay pot, but I'm actually improving my health. Find out how, and I try a workout that literally shocks your entire body.
Go, go, go.
And definitely mine. These are the ingredients for detox tea,
lemon, ginger, turmeric,
and these are the ingredients to make a healthier dog treat.
Flour, eggs, pumpkin, peanut butter.
Stick around to see how they're made. Plus, we'll show you how to meditate anywhere, demystify inflammation with a professional, and float in this futuristic pod for your sanity. I'm Hunter Frankie, and there's all that and more today on SoFlo Health. Hello and welcome to SoFlo Health. Summer's coming. In fact, it feels like it's already here. That's why I'm at Joe Picasso's ceramic pottery studio to get out of the sun and into an ancient art that can enhance mood, focus, and improve the strength of your hands and wrists. This is a welcome change from the intense workout I just did at Body 20, which is a whole different jolt to the system. You'll see what I mean. 4 hours worth of workout in just 20 minutes. Don't believe me? Follow me. After a quick wardrobe change, I'm ready to get suited up. So Bert, what are we doing here?
So I'm just applying some water, which is purely for conduction purposes. And once we water it up, we're gonna strap you up and we're ready to train.
Let's do it.
Awesome. This is just gonna be like putting a jacket on.
Okay.
So essentially,
just like putting a jacket on, he said.
Just like putting a jacket on.
I feel like I'm in the future.
You definitely are in the future of fitness.
Let's hit it.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
If you go to a conventional training experience, you're gonna lift heavy weights, put strain in your joints, your ligaments, your tendons. With us, you don't need weight load to intensify the muscle recruitment. We use electromuscle stimulation, which sends the action potentials on the actual muscles at the same time. We recruit deep muscle tissue, both fast twitch and slow twitch muscle, to give people a much better quality workout in much shorter time.
Suited up, ready to go. Let's get started.
Awesome, man. You can grab onto those for me. I'm gonna quickly connect you up here, and then we're good to go. Nice, and when I say squeeze, you're gonna squeeze. You're not gonna feel much initially, so you'll feel it coming in systematically now. Let's get nice and low in the squeeze, and squat deeper, deeper, go deeper. Nice, and relax, beautiful. Nice, arms up, shoulders back, nice and low. Hold it there, beautiful. Ready, hold it there, 2, 1, and up we go. Beautiful form. Elbows up, shoulder press position. Let's go down and reach, squeeze, reach as high as you can, and up we go. Beautiful, good deep squat. Excellent form, and relax. Squeeze, and we crunch at the end, squeeze out, exhale. Arms forward again, slow movement, all control, bringing it up again, go, go, go. Nice, nice, good, and relax, good work. So how's that for that's a 4-minute workout?
That was 4 minutes of the 20 minutes. So far, I feel very energized, and not because of what's happening to me, but because of how hard you have to work to get anything done. And I'm telling you, it feels like
you're lifting weights, isn't it?
Well, more than that. It feels like there's somebody pulling the opposite direction of whatever you're doing constantly. You could probably see in my face when it kicks in every 4 seconds, because all of a sudden my whole body goes,
So you're essentially getting an hour's worth of weight training on every muscle group at the same time. So one strength session a week is more than adequate. You know, our clients typically enjoy coming to train with us, and that is what's most important to us. Because if you enjoy it, you come back. If you enjoy it, you are going to see results as long as you're consistent.
This is Daniela. Daniela, where's the wheel?
The wheel's at the front. We're gonna get started first by wedging the clay.
And what does wedging mean?
Basically, we're making the clay more compact, more homogeneous, so it's ready to throw on the wheel.
What do I need to do to wedge this clay?
So basically, we're just gonna press it up against our canvas here in a circular motion, okay?
So am I making a ball here while I'm wedging the clay?
It's not a specific shape. We're just pretty much compacting the clay. Air bubbles can be problematic when you're throwing on the wheel. It can throw the clay off center.
We don't want that. I'm gonna make it off center enough. So. We don't want that at all. Well, just having this clay in my hands is very refreshing. Especially in a digital age where everything we do is on a touchscreen, this is something tactile and just kind of fun to do. It's very relaxing. Another ancient form of refreshment is herbal tea. We recently sat down with Galit Zarko, registered dietitian nutritionist, and she showed us all of the ways you can detox with tea.
Hey SoFlo Health, happy Sunday. I'm Galit Zarko, registered dietitian nutritionist, and today I'm going to be making detox tea. And detox tea is very good for aiding in digestion. First, we grab an organic lemon, and the way to know that a lemon is organic by looking at the label. Right here, the first number that comes up, that's what tells you how it was cultivated. So this one starts with a number 9, and 9 tells you that it's organic. I'm going to slice the lemon. I'm gonna be putting my lemon slice in this pitcher. Next, I'm gonna be using ginger, and I like to use the entire ginger. I don't need to peel it or anything. Ginger is amazing at helping with digestion. And you just cut it roughly and you throw it in your pitcher. Next, I'm gonna be using turmeric, and turmeric is an antioxidant. It's an anti-inflammatory as well. And you mix everything right in. So now, we are going to let that sit for about 5 minutes and see what Hunter thinks about the detox tea.
So Galit, tell us why this detox tea is a detox tea and what makes it work for us.
These ingredients promote so many benefits to our health, to our metabolism, to easing the digestion. You like it?
Yes, it's good.
Awesome, no? We have a lemon, and like I mentioned before, it is organic, and organic fruits and vegetables always have a label on it, and a number 4 or a number 3, that means that it had, you know, the regular level of pesticides and repellents. Although it may have some, it has a lot less. So that's why I just like to do it, especially when I'm making tea.
Right.
So ginger is really potent, especially for nausea and upset stomach. It also really helps with the digestion, breaking down the food. This boosts also your immune system, okay? So you can be getting sick or starting to feel a little bit off.
Right.
If you make this tea, it detoxifies from the inside out. So it just makes you feel more vibrant and better.
I gotta say, it's pretty good. So Galit, thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers.
We're just getting started here, and I'm getting messy. Stick around because Morgan's got a healthy dog treat for you. Grace Goldoni has some float therapy to show you, and Mother's May continues at Brickell City Center with some meditation. All that and more when SoFlo Health returns.
Focusing on you. Innovations in modern medicine from your team of experts at UHealth, the University of Miami Health System.
You may not realize it, but everyday noise such as traffic can damage your hearing over time. And those earbuds don't help either. If you're one of the millions with noise-induced hearing loss, the UHealth Hearing Institute is the place to come for comprehensive care.
Nowadays, we're exposed to noise practically everywhere we go.
UHealth audiologist Dr. Sandra Volandia says constant exposure to sounds like this can lead to permanent hearing loss. That's what happened to Carlos Noodleman, owner of a Miami-based awning company.
We have punchers, welding machines, grinders, hammers, all kinds of things that make noise.
Normal conversational level is 60 dB. If you're exposed to 85 dB 8 hours a day, you need to start wearing protection not to lose your hearing.
The team at UHealth Ear Institute fitted Carlos for hearing aids.
I didn't know I was missing so much other people's voice, the TV. It was incredible to hear all these things again.
We have everything in one place. We have physicians, we have audiologists, and we have care for tinnitus, for hearing loss, and we offer prevention and diagnostic and treatment.
Here we are at the wheel. Where do we start?
First of all, you want to put this on.
All right. Get an apron. It's gonna get messy?
It's gonna get messy.
All right, I'm ready to get messy.
Now we're gonna take our freshly wedged clay and aim for the center of our surface and just kind of throw it onto the surface. Nice. So turning your ball of clay into a dome shape almost.
A dome shape.
Yes.
Okay.
So now we want to start the wheel.
Okay.
Press the lever back all the way back.
And we're off. We're about to get started, but first, you check in with Morgan, who's got a healthy treat for your pup.
I'm Morgan Shapiro for SoFlo Health, and today I'm going to show you how to make a simple organic dog treat recipe. We have some whole wheat flour, some organic eggs, some organic pumpkin, and some organic peanut butter. So first, we're gonna mix this all into one blender. I already did that. It was a bit of a messy process. The main thing you wanna keep in mind is we're mixing these three first, and then slowly you are adding in the flour. And you are presented with some nice, beautiful dough right here. Here's where all the working out we do comes into play, guys. We have our roller right here, and now we're slowly gonna roll out that dough. Takes a little bit of muscle. I really like to think to brace my core in the process. I find it helps. You know, a lot of the treats out there, just like with the human treats or snacks that we have, it's a lot of empty carbohydrates, a lot of, high in sugar, not good ingredients. And my dog, Bentley Shapiro in particular, is crazy for peanut butter and pumpkin. So we have a few different cookie cutters. Maybe Bentley had just eaten a meal and he doesn't need a huge treat afterwards, but he's looking really cute wagging his tail and I want to give him something tiny. So I think the different sizes add a good option too. What you can do with this dough is after you cut the whole thing out, then you fold it back up, re-roll it, and then use it until you have no dough left. You're then gonna bake it in the oven at 350 for about 20 to 25 minutes. So here's what they look like when they're made. Now you are ensured that you know what your dog is putting in his body. They enjoy the treats, it tastes good, you're happy, they're happy. And now for the moment of truth, taste test time, Bentley Shapiro. All right, buddy, you want a treat? Huh? Huh? Good boy. And Bentley approved. And just to prove to all of you at home that these are safe, real ingredients, I'm gonna have a taste too. A little bland, but he's healthy, and that makes me happy.
Now you want to take your hands to the bucket, dip them all the way up to the wrists.
All the way up to the wrist? Okay.
Yes. You want to drip a little bit on your piece. So sitting like you're sitting right now with your feet wide, kind of leaning forward.
Okay.
We're gonna center the clay. This is the first step. So we're gonna squeeze.
It's very exciting.
We're gonna squeeze our wrists together
Okay.
and start to close in on the clay. We're gonna squeeze, we're gonna push down, push in, and push forward with the wrist. So especially if you're feeling side to side.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little lopsided here.
Okay, so let it go. Okay, it came off. So that happens sometimes.
That happens.
What that meant is that you're squeezing too much. Maybe you want to push down as well so the clay stays stuck to the surface. Okay. This is about like self-awareness, so body awareness. So the more that you squeeze your wrists together, the less movement that you will have. You want to take the thumbs together to the top and push down at the right on the top. Yep.
It's just like she said, it's a lot of body awareness. It's easier said than done until you get it in your hands and you start to feel exactly how much pressure you need to apply. Maybe I just need to relax like Grace Goldoni did at Float Therapy.
We all have different ways of managing our stress, whether it's through meditation, exercise, or talking about it with friends. I'm Grace Goldoni for SoFlo Health, and today we're gonna show you a whole new way to let your stress float away. Through Float Therapy. I'm here with Matt Beck, owner of Floatate Wellness Lounge. Floatate is the only multi-pod wellness lounge in all of South Florida. What are the health benefits to spending time floating in this type of water?
In this type of water, 30% Epsom salt solution, so about 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt, magnesium.
You can feel it. I'm starting to get all scratchy because of all the salt that's in here. You can really feel how much is in there.
So we have over 300 functions in our body that require magnesium, and we're all deficient. So just soaking in the solution has a huge array of benefits, but the main reason we use all that salt is to help you float effortlessly, which removes gravity's effects from the body, so your spine lengthens, falls in natural alignment, body can let go. And then the other goal is removing external stimuli. So the rooms are built soundproof, so you don't hear anything. You turn off the light whenever you're ready, so you don't see anything. And the temperature's kept at your external temperature, so you don't feel anything, which more or less induces a meditative state, which is great for reducing stress and anxiety, increased focus, creative inspiration. We use about 20 to 30% of our energy in any given moment just fighting gravity. So on the recovery end for athletes, and you're getting more or less a 20 to 30% energy boost to recover quicker from workouts or injuries, fight off illness, inflammation, or disease. Hormones come to balance, blood pressure lowers, heart rate, breath rate lower, blood flow increases. So just a really great way to take care of yourself. Overnight, we do full moon overnight floats.
People staying here all night long.
All night, being able to unplug. We're all so overstimulated by cell phones and computers, and so coming here and having 90 minutes of no distraction really helps with that.
A lot of the lights here that are going are so soothing. I feel like the changing of the lights and just the whole mood of this space. How does light therapy come into play in people's experience here?
Floaters will use the colors to help with maybe using blue as more soothing or orange for creativity, so there are some color therapy options for them. So once you settle in with the lights off and the soundproof room and you can't feel anything, if it's just right, I can't tell if my hand's in the water or not. It just feels like you're floating through space.
So sink away the stress and find pleasure in doing absolutely nothing while you just float.
Don't float away just yet. When SoFlo Health returns, Mother's May continues with meditation at Brickell City Center. And we find out the answer to the question, what the heck is inflammation? It's starting to take shape, and I can see how this could be a form of meditation. In fact, I recently spent some time at Brickell City Center meditating for Mother's May. We're at Brickell City Center. We are continuing with our Mother's May Wellness Series. This is Noelia, a meditation coach, and it's important that we take time to meditate, especially moms out there. Noelia, why is meditation important?
Meditation is very important because it helps us control the modifications of the mind, energize ourselves, and also harmonize our life.
So what you're going to show us today is that we can do this anywhere.
We can do this anywhere. We don't have to be sitting down. Join the feet together and place the palms next to the body. You align your chin to have this complete spine straight. Whenever you feel that you are moving, then you get back to your breath. And what you're going to notice here is that because we're always moving, we get back to stillness. And we're going to make a sound. You close your eyes, the palms facing forward, and we're going to make a sound, the throat like this. Breathe in.
Just in that little exercise right there, like you said, you're finding your center and you're finding your balance throughout that. It's interesting, when you're in that very specific position, you can feel your equilibrium kind of like matching itself, finding itself.
Through breath.
Through the breath, exactly. With each breath, you find yourself getting closer and closer to that point. And then at some point, your mind goes astray and you start to wobble a little bit, and then you're like, oh, get it back to my breath. That's great. Why is it important for mothers to do this?
It's very important because as a mom, we tend to lose our center very easy. Right. As a reminder, I will ask moms to pay attention to everything that is happening around. I want to teach techniques to moms that they can implement it while they're with their children, and use it with their children too.
And what are the benefits of meditation when it comes to your health?
You get more focus, the immune system is boosted, you have better sleeping and making better decisions because you are managing your emotions also. It's very important. And also the best stress relief.
And there's a lot of that necessary when you're a mom.
Exactly. You can learn techniques that just take about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and it will help you balance and control your stress.
Make sure that you take time to meditate, and if you need some help and some guidance through that, Mind Body Social has you covered throughout the month of May, moms. And are dads welcome too?
Dads welcome too.
Dads welcome too.
Yes. Yes.
Hers looks a lot thinner than mine, and mine's probably experiencing inflammation. You hear that a lot these days. Inflammation, inflammation, inflammation. What does that mean? We went to Ethos Wellness Pharmacy to find out. I'm at Ethos Wellness Pharmacy with Dr. Javier Diaz. Javier, last I was here, I pricked my finger, and we measured my A1C levels, correct?
That's correct.
What is A1C again? Remind us.
A1C is basically a measurement of how your body utilizes sugar over a 3-month period.
Right, and I had a good reading.
That's correct, yeah, very good.
For others that didn't get a great reading, you said that they would be at more of a risk for inflammation. We hear a lot about inflammation. Is it a bad thing?
Inflammation doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. It just depends where it is that you're looking for the inflammation. You have good inflammation and bad inflammation.
And what is it?
It's basically just a response to your body that it's defending itself. So you obviously have physical inflammation when there's damage, physical bruising, broken bones. There's always going to be inflammation. It's the swelling that you see.
Right.
Then you have obviously inflammation in cardiovascular system, which is something that we're always measuring. And then you also have immune system inflammation where you see cytokines.
So what would you recommend to somebody if they're experiencing high levels of inflammation?
On the physical side, we can actually use what we call pro-inflammatories.
Okay.
We don't necessarily have to use what's always been known as anti-inflammatories.
That's what you hear the most, right?
That's correct, yeah. That would be something like over-the-counter products, that's correct.
Right, so what is a pro-inflammatory?
Pro-inflammatories are called proteolytic enzymes. They help the body create inflammatory responses.
Right. Because our body's our own best medicine if we can get it to do its job.
That's correct.
So if you're experiencing a lot of inflammation, what kind of foods do you want to stay away from?
You want to stay away from saturated fats, cookies, milk, cheese, and probably also grains and sugars.
And then what foods do you want to introduce to aid in that inflammation?
Definitely lots of fruits and vegetables and lean proteins like fish and chicken.
Thank you very much for explaining inflammation to us. It's a topic that I feel like a lot of people don't understand very well, and it's nice to have some clarity in that area. Thank you very much, Javier. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Huh? Not bad for my first time, huh? Well, I'm just kidding. But really, not bad for my first time. Thank you to everyone here at Joe Picasso's, especially Daniela, for making it look like I'm pretty good because she taught me very well. And that's it for this week's episode of SoFlo Health. You can watch previous episodes of SoFlo Health on SoFloHealth.com. And as always, follow us using @SoFlo Health to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. And make sure you don't miss our very first primetime special this Friday. This Friday, we have a special edition of SoFlo Health airing at 8:30 p.m. that immediately follows the Local 10 news special, Dwayne Wade, Bigger Than Basketball. We'll be taking a peek into the world of the retired athlete, some you might be familiar with, and others not so much. Plus, our usual faces and exciting places, and that's all this Friday, May 24th at 8:30 p.m. We'll see you then.